Right guys, so in this video we're going to go through how you can bulk up fast without getting fat. It's important to understand that you need to be at a good starting point in order for this strategy to work. So in the beginning you're going to want to have a low body fat percentage. Ideally 12 or under is perfect for this, because if you've got too much excess fat already, then all you're going to do is gain more muscle, gain more fat on top of that, and you're going to still feel like you are a little bit fat. So in order for us to start this properly, we need to get rid of the excess fat you have already, and then we can start the gaining phase. So obviously, if you're not at this point already, then you'll need to cut down before bulk. First of all, we're going to run through your diet and your calories more importantly. So as you know by now, if you want to be bulking and building more muscle, the ideal scenario is to be in a calorie surplus. However, for this method, we want to be in a very slight calorie surplus, 200 to 300 calories per day. And yes, this will need to be tracked, and yes, you will need to stay consistent on these numbers because there is no cutting corners to this. For your protein, we want to be aiming anything above 2 grams of protein per kilogram of your body weight. So let's say you weigh 75 kilos, 2 times that is 150 grams. Anything above there will be perfect for this. And just to make sure that we are staying on track with our calories, we want to be seeing an increase of 0.25 to 0.5% of our body weight each and every week. Obviously, we don't want to be completely obsessed with the scales, so we make sure to be tracking with our lifts, with our food, with our weight on the scale, and taking our progress pictures and some body measurements that you want to track. Next up, training is king. Like I will say to so many people that we talk to about bulking, is they focus way too much on just increasing what they eat. We're not going to build more muscle by eating a few extra calories, are we? So training is key, and this is the driver to muscle growth. So ideally, you want to get your standing point. So in the beginning, we'll go through all your lifts. We'll set KPIs, whether that's 5 rep max, 1 rep max, 10 rep max, whatever you like to do with your training. Just get a starting point, write them down, and then we've got something to work towards. From then on, every session you want to track your weights, your reps, your rest times for every exercise that you like to do. And from there, we'll be able to see if we're applying progressive overload. Obviously, every week, every session, we want to be increasing something. So whether that's increasing the weight very slightly, increasing the or decreasing the rest times in between every set, to make sure that we are providing our muscles with a new stimulus so we can keep growing new muscle tissue. Cardio. Obviously, like I touched on in my last video, does cardio kill gains? No, it doesn't. However, ideally, I wouldn't stop cardio in the bulk. You just need to make sure you know what you're doing with it. If you're going to go through cardio sessions where you're burning 1,000 calories, you need to make sure that you're replacing that with your calories. Otherwise, we're not going to be in a slight surplus. We're probably going to be in a deficit. And that means we aren't going to be optimizing our body for building muscle. So we want to make sure we are doing a few cardio sessions. Don't prioritize them and don't go overboard on them. Just make sure you're doing a few out the week, stuff that you enjoy, because it's good for the heart and your cardiovascular health. And let's be honest, no one just wants to be a big massive wedge who gets out of breath when they go up the stairs. So make sure you're getting your cardio in. It's just the best thing all round for your health. So I'm going to leave you with a little game plan on how you can implement this. So first of all, like we said, we need to be in the ideal conditions to implement this game plan. So sub 12% body fat. If you're not there, cut down, and then you can start from there. There's no way around this unless you just want to bulk while you're still fat, which I don't suggest. From there, we need to get a calorie calculator. This is so you can work out your maintenance calories, and then we can add 200 to 300 on top of that, ready for you to work out your calories. Next thing, protein. 2 times your body weight in your kilograms, and that's how many grams of protein you want to be eating every single day. You just don't need to be cutting out carbs or fats. Make sure you're getting more of them in, because it will help you with the energy for your training. So onto the training. Pick your training split. Doesn't need to be anything amazing. Just pick something that you can stick to and you're going to be consistent with. So whether that's 4, 5, 6 days, but make sure you're leaving enough to recover. You want to plan out your training split and make sure every session you're increasing. Obviously, the only way we can do that is by tracking it. So make sure you're tracking it and make sure you're applying the progressive overload. Talking of tracking, we want to track everything. So we want to be tracking our training sessions. We want to be tracking our daily calorie intake. We want to be tracking our weight on the scales. Those are the main 3 pillars, and with those you can go a long way throughout this. But a few little extra things like tracking your progress pictures, like tracking certain measurements like your arms, your waist, your quads, whatever it is that you do want to get bigger, it's ideal to make those measurements from the start, and therefore we've got something to work towards, and we can see if you're actually progressing in your arms. Say if they're lacking, we can switch the split around and make sure that you're still growing muscles in your arms, and obviously that works for every muscle group. So like I said, we want to measure our weight because we want to be going 0.25% to 0.5% every week up in weight. Obviously we need to make sure we're measuring the weight, but this isn't the be all and end all. As long as we're doing everything right, then we are going to be building muscle and you're going to be on the way to your dream physique. And like I'll always say, stay consistent and patient. This isn't going to happen overnight, and in a phase like this, ideally you want to be in for at least 6 months, ideally somewhere around 12 plus months, obviously a year. This is just so your body is going to be in the perfect conditions to build all that muscle, and then once you've got all that muscle, cut down, get as lean as you like, and you've got that for life. So if you enjoyed this video, it'll mean the world to me if you can like and subscribe onto the channel. All my links to all my stuff is in the description below, so check them out. If you need any coaching, free resources, or just the calorie calculator like we mentioned in this video, then it's all in there for you. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one.